Hey, welcome back to another street interview with Seth. So as I'm gonna hit the streets of Ranken Jordan to actually get to know one specific department. You wanna know what it is? I'll tell you. The suspense, I'm not really good with suspense, so I'll just tell you right off the bat. It is the Patient Play Associate. Ranken Jordan recently opened a role called the Patient Play Associate, PPA for short. And it's a role that, as far as I know, is not really present in any other hospital. What's cool about Ranken Jordan Pediatric British Hospital is that we make play a core value, not just for our staff and our workforce, but also in the treatment style for our patients. The goal is to make play integral to their healing experience, right? So now this role exists that is exclusively dedicated to playing with the kids. So I'm going to go and find as many PPAs as I can around Ranken Jordan and just ask them some questions about their job, what they do, what the day looks like, and how they kind of like, exercise this role around the hospital. So we'll find out. No better place to start than the playground. So let's get going. Happy Friday. So we're here in the workspace of the Patient Play Associate. So this is their handy dandy office, at least for now. Things always move around in Ranken Jordan, so who knows where they're gonna end up. But for now, I am here with
Noor, Haneen.
Fantastic. Noor, Haneen, a pleasure to be with you this lovely afternoon. So the question for you is, you guys get to define what the job means, how it operates, and kind of like what are the things that that go into the role, because as far as we know, not a lot of Patient Play Associates around in healthcare, right? So what's your specific niche that you kind of use to build what a PPA is?
I think that's a really good question. I love art. And something I like to do is I like to bring art to my patients. Sometimes I will paint patients or paint with patients. I'm currently working on a secret Ranken Jordan coloring book. So I go with patients around the hospital and they help me pick things to color. So, and then also love of literature. I love doing story times. I love contributing to the library, whatever I can do.
Fantastic. A lot more creative pursuits in that regard. I love that. That's such a good answer. So she gave a really good answer. Gonna have to top that up. So what is your background and how do you use your specific niches, interests, and all that fun stuff to make the Patient Play Associate role here at Ranken Jordan even better?
Wow, that was very cool. I honestly don't know if I can top her response, but I will talk about what I like to do. I think I like to do more crafts. So one of my favorite things to do with patients is make friendship bracelets, which I'm sure we've seen a lot of patients are wearing friendship bracelets. When it was the holiday season, I worked on a foam gingerbread craft with patients. So I think that's really fun. Another thing that I really love to do is group games. So I love playing board games, card games. I think that's all super duper fun.
Amazing. So yeah, hands-on crafting, almost sculpting more than just sketching. Yeah, totally. So yeah, different sides of the same coin, very complementary. It's like you guys know each other and know how to play off of each other. So
it's almost like we're sisters.
It's almost like they're sisters. That's crazy. Thank you so much for your amazing answers, because as we mentioned, this is one of the first hospitals doing something like this. So how you guys operate sets the tone for how we might include play in the recovery of patients all over the world. So appreciate you. To the next person. This makes me feel so perfect. Oh, pinky out.
Water and there will be dire consequences.
We're having way too much fun over here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Who am I chatting with today?
Addie.
Addie, thank you so much for being willing to chat with me today. So you're one of our PPAs. There's a lot of them scattered around this hospital. So now we're hanging out, playing video games. So Addie, I want kind of two answers from you.
Okay.
First, what is your favorite part about being a PPA? And then on the flip side of that, what's the most challenging aspect of your job?
I would say my favorite part is probably just making all the connections with the kids and just the need and knowing how much the kids appreciate our attention. And I would say the most challenging part is probably seeing kids go once you make those connections and having to say goodbye.
That's fair. Yeah, that is kind of the interesting aspect of our job. We have kids that stay here for various lengths of time right at Ranken Jordan. Sometimes they're here for just a month. Sometimes they're here. We get to build a year-long relationship with them. So the goal is to savor that as much as we can because we never really know. Yeah. But I feel like that's very appropriate for just all relationships because you never know how long you have with somebody, right? So be good to them, have fun with them, play with them, and then you can have at the time of your life. Thank you for your amazing answer. To the next person. We are here with another PPA. Please introduce yourself to the camera.
Hi, I'm Kaylee.
Fantastic, Kaylee. I'm Seth. I don't think we've ever met. Kaylee is actually one of our newer PPAs. So I'm wondering, Kaylee, now that you're part of the God, I can't even say it. There's so many P's in you guys' title. Now that you're part of the Patient Play Associate role, a preliminary Patient Play Associate, See that, another alliteration. What made you excited to apply for this role? And kind of like, how did you even find out that a patient play associate exists here in St. Louis?
So I'm actually a student at SLU, and I was at a career fair, and I met people from Ranken Jordan, and they told me about this role, and it was just like exactly what I wanted to do. I'm studying to be a physical therapist, and I'm super interested in pediatrics, and at the same time I just love playing with kids. So hearing about this role and like how amazing it is to just like play with the kids and make them happy and keep them company, I just thought it was so unique and such a cool experience and opportunity for me, and so far it's been like the best job I've ever had.
That's so exciting because you're kind of in the training process to even have a further healthcare job. Is this your first role in healthcare job-wise?
Yes.
The bar's kind of set high now. So I'm kind of biased because no one quite does it like Ranken Jordan does it, I gotta say. So welcome aboard, it's good to have you. And I hope that you use kind of like your patient play experience to inform your treatment style as a PT, because the best physical therapists are the ones that find a way to make play a part of the treatment. Amen? Let's roll to the next person. Thanks. Skipping around Ranken Jordan, Pediatric Bridge Hospital. Ooh, a little sideway. One of my favorite things about this hospital is that we have a full saltwater fish tank. So apparently those who know fish know that this is really hard to maintain. All the kids love it, and some of the adults do too. Guilty as charged. It's so fun. Let's keep going. Howdy. Such a nice day. So let's go outside and see if there's any PPAs outside on the sunshine. So let's find out.
Just like that, bud. All right, can you throw it back?
A little defensive action. Miss Shay, sorry to interrupt. Hi guys, so we are outside on this beautiful day. I don't know how we got 60 degrees in St. Louis, but we did it, so let's not look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. Good catch. Good catch, dude. I am here today with
Shay Mackler.
fantastic Shay. Shay is one of our patient play associates. Shay's outside hanging out. So my question for you, Shay, is what specifically do you find yourself passionate about, interested in, that you think you contributed to this role as it kind of like was being built here at Ranken Jordan?
I love being a part of the role and just being able to interact with the kids. First of all, they have so many cool personalities and interests, and it's just really cool to watch these kids grow in the hospital and play and just have fun.
Fantastic. It sounds like for you specifically, the core of it is the relationship building aspect. It sounds like you really, really enjoy the aspects of watching them not only develop as people, but also growing closer to them and actually establishing a sense of trust, right? Because play is one of those opportunities that we get early on in our development to learn how to work in collaboration with other people. Maybe some collaborative teamwork as one of the hospital's core values, because it's hard to play catch if you and the person that's playing catch are not on the same page, right? So you have to communicate, you have to learn how to build community, build relationships. So thank you, Shay, for being so amazing at building relationships. Sorry to interrupt your game of catch with that amazing defensive block. So Kansas City Chiefs, if you need a new defensive back, Seth is your man.